Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Kit here, and specifically back to my Planet Zoo obsession. So I am doing this video and future videos. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but basically it's a how to play, what to do, and specifically I'm making this for my good friend Tiger. Because she is not sure exactly, like, it's kind of hard for her to get into, but she wants to get into it, and I'm like, I completely agree. It's a fantastic game. I have spent many, many, many hours of this game. So, and I almost didn't. I almost decided not to put this up on the main channel, but it was like, you know, this might help other people. So, specifically, I'm prefacing this by saying, this is going to be my dummy version, so I am not insulting anyone's intelligence, but it took me forever to figure this crap out. So, who knows, this might help somebody, but I will also just be specifically talking to Tiger at times. So, because again, yeah, I'm going to be bad at this. But anyway, right, so, hi Tiger, I hope you're doing okay. I am an awkward meme. Alright, so, this is kind of the beginning area. So, I've got... Oh, yeah, that's right, I had a thing. Anyway, so from here, you've got the careers, which are scenarios. I've done quite a few up until... I do believe it was this one. Or one of these two. These two killed me. I hated... Not you. This. I hated that one. I spent hours trying to get past it, and I said, I'm not, nope, and I still don't want to do it. Maybe one of these days I'll try to do it on stream. But, Sandbox allows you to create your dream zoo with no restrictions, which might be a good one for you to start with. Just depending. Timed, I'm not touching that. I don't know how that works, to be honest, the challenges, but the franchise is what I typically do. So we're gonna click into that. Oh my god, that took a million years. So you can see here, I have a lot of different zoos going on, which honestly I need to get rid of a few of them. Need to delete some of them. But yeah, Dragon's Veil is my latest one I've been working on. Tempest Isles is another one that's messy as all heck, but it's still doing good. The rest of these. Congo Isles, I think, was doing okay. I've tried a lot. A lot. So yeah. Basically, we've got a tundra. We've got a temperate. I'm just looking through these real quick to see what all I've exactly done. So that's kind of neat. You can kind of see where all of them are in the world. But I kind of want to do something a little different. So we're going to start a new zoo. Here's the other problem. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know exactly. Tayaka might work. We'll go with... So basically, you click New Zoo. You'll have enough money. These are called conservation credits. I have a lot of them because I've earned a lot of them in the game. I'll show you how. But it takes 100 to start a new franchise. So you hit the new, then you get to pick your biome. And how this means is you're going to get snow. Sometimes you won't get snow. Like, you won't get snow here, but it'll be really hot. Whereas Tayaka, I'm going to get snow, and it's going to be cold. And then you click a continent. I don't know. I mean, it's just all kind of flavor. What about Europe? Do I have one in North America? I've got one everywhere. Oh, because I've got... Oh, well, no, that's... Oh, you know what? We'll do North America. No, we'll do Europe. So, Okay, we're doing that. So we're going to pick a... So they've added these. I'm kind of still playing around. I like a little bit of a height difference. Difficulty, I usually do medium. That's like the normal. You can name your zoo. You can just do flat if you want to like customize. Which is actually kind of tempting now that I think about it. So let me just grab that. And yeah, you name your zoo. You go into create. So yeah, I'm going to show you the franchise thing, because I think that's the easiest. You can kind of understand it from a literally there's nothing there point. Now I do have all the packs as well. So the first thing you're going to do, pause. Pause that game immediately. Because it's going to start trying to put people in. Like, people are going to start coming through here. And they're going to be like, yo, what? No, there's nothing here. So I pause it first thing, and it's just P. And then O is the simulation speed. Speed 3, speed 2, speed 1. And we have our super flat area to work with. So this is where it gets a little crazy. So we've got a lot of different paths, and that's typically what I start with, is figuring out a path. Now, I might be a little slow here, and I do apologize. So might be better for me to... Okay, I like that, I think. You can also change the paths inside as well, a little bit. Of course, this does take money, but that's okay. Can't change it in there, out there, because see, we're outside of the line, sadly. But that's okay. So, we're gonna pull this out just a little bit. And then after that, we're gonna leave it. So basically, here is the plan. Okay, and I'm probably gonna speed through a little bit of this, or at least stop talking. But before you can put down any animals, you need to put down some facilities. But the only way to put down facilities, like, let's just do this here. You've got animal exhibits, which are for your small animals, like your snakes, your spiders, your beetles, iguanas, lizards, stuff like that. All of them are going to be in these exhibits, and the new bats, okay? You have staff facilities. Now, this is probably what I would consider the most important thing, especially at the beginning, because you need your staff facilities down. That creates a unique problem, because let's just take this the staff room, right? This is the break room. I can hold down Z, and I can shift it on its axis, or shift it around, see? Likewise, I can hold down Shift, bring it up, put it all the way down. Hopefully that helps a little bit. See, it won't let me put it on the path, but... Oh, we're at the back. That's why it's not locking on. See how it needs to be connected to a path? You have to have the pathing for everything. Okay? But if I were to put this right here, and I were to click in and spend the money, which it's however much money, and notice I have less than 40,000 to start with. That's not a lot. Guests don't like that. Guests do not like it at all. So I need to keep these away from the guests. And yeah, everything in here, every single staff facility here is hated by the guests. They're going to complain about it. It's going to be bad. Now you can also build your own little building. See what I'm saying? You can decorate it yourself. Now, decorations are very useful because it'll just make everything go better. Now, yes, okay. H. H is what's going to show you your animal welfare, habitat, a lot of different things, right? Importantly, what it's going to show you is this negative impact on guests. This is what I wanted to show you. See how big that bubble is? So we need it like over here. Negative impact on guests, not on your employees. Okay. So we gotta kind of figure out, and again, that's just H. If I'm smart, I'll kind of put them up on screen, the shortcuts, if I'm smart, but I'm probably not. So we gotta figure out that. Now, the important things you're gonna want is you need the trade center, because that's how you unlock animal trading to be able to get animals to put them in the exhibits. We're also gonna need the surgery. I mean, you're gonna want one of every single one. Just one of every single one. And then we gotta figure out exactly like how we're gonna do this as well. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah. Okay. It's funny because okay, sorry about that. Had family walk in. So one thing I definitely want to do is another thing we're gonna want, other than just making everything really pretty and stuff, is we're gonna want a bathroom. So now here's another thing, is you can align to a grid and you can make it square if you would like. All you have to do is click and then see how it's now going square, but it's not quite latching because I think I messed with the height, and yeah. So you can just deselect the grid, you can get rid of the square edges, you can do the length, angle snap, you can do a lot of different things. And then right here, you can do a lot of stuff as well. Curved slopes. You just kind of need to play a little bit. Now, I want the width to go down a little bit. Now, the reason why we're doing that, and see where I just made it go up a little bit by, again, that shift. Because I gotta be a little bougie. I gotta make it a little special. Now, here's the thing: is that you know how it's not showing me the exactly how far? It's a little funky. If you hit X, huh? I guess they never did that on. Okay, huh? All right, I'm back, or maybe I've already always been here. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this yet. X allows you to do this advanced thing, which is nice. And then you can kind of adjust it, and depending on the item, you can also just do it on all the axes. But yeah. So for a path, it's not letting me do that. I did not realize that that was not something that it allowed me to do. So yeah, I could be nice and simple. I could be very nice and simple in putting in this bathroom. Or I could be a little special. So I think I'm going to speed through this and hopefully it will work out for me. I'm playing essentially, just let me play. Hey, Kit from the future here. I feel the need to point out you don't have to be this crazy. You can just put down a toilet. It's not a big deal. Just make sure it's attached to the path. I just, again, have to be special, so sorry. But I am very happy with it, so yeah. I hope this helps. Okay. Alright, so now I think I got that where I want it. Does it look a little funky? Yes. But this is also supposed to be more an organic type thing anyway. So, now we're entered into a group. When you put down a building, you can do all sorts of stuff. So, these buildings will work just fine. They're bathrooms, not a big deal. I, of course, want to make it a little special. So now we're going to enter construction. Architecture, walls. There's a lot of different walls here. Lots of different things. And the more packs you have, naturally, the more you get. Yeah, so I want to make this a little fancy. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. Oh dear. I do like the dried stone. We're in Europe. We also have glass, but I'm not going to put glass around these, right? Basically, I just want to hide them just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm also going for a theme. So that doesn't help. Might be a bit fun. This game allows for a lot of fun things. Oh, wait, I wanted wall pieces. Did I not click wall pieces? It allows you to do a lot of really cool things. You've just got to play with it. You've just got to kind of figure it out, learn what you're doing, watch a tutorial. I'm just looking to see if they've added any new wall types before I just kind of go ham like I normally do. So they have all these different pieces, so they have not. So I think I'm going to go with the stone. I do like the look of the stone, so that's what we're going to do. Now, exactly how we're going to do this. So we have the 1 meter, 2 meter, and then the door, which that's not going to work, as you can see. But we do have this. So you can hit Z as well, just to put everything on the axis. So we're gonna cinch that. Now we have the fun bit of how are we going to do this, right? Well, we have the large window. Not 100% sure how we're going to do this. We've got this, but then that would block one bit of the bathroom, so that's not going to really work. So what we're going to do instead, can we do anything? Oh yeah, arches. Duh. See, this is what I'm saying. You just got to figure it out. We can also really just add whatever we want, play however we want. If you like a certain color, go for it. We could have also just done that, which might have been a little better, to be perfectly honest. That's okay, we can build our own, and it looks just fine, right? Right, not at all. That's okay, though. We can do like a half window thing. Whoop, whoop. This is where this is handy, but see how it's kind of wonky? Yeah. This is definitely a game that just allows you to be free, and sometimes that's a little hard. Like this, I like this. I want this, but I need it. Not too sure we can make it smaller, actually. I've forgotten if we can make it smaller. We'll figure it out. We can also just make our own based on what they've given us. So let's play a little bit. Now there is no animation on that water wheel. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Also, you can hit L to brighten things up a little bit, so you can kind of see what the hell you're doing. think I like that. So let me play around a bit and get back to you. So. Okay. I am back. Oh boy. Somebody get me off this. This was a bad idea to start again. So this is just a small little section, but I wanted to have money to save other things, so I will finish this little corner eventually. Your zoos aren't going to look great at the beginning, but I had an image in my head, and yeah. So this is going to be the bathroom. I really like it. As you probably saw, all the construction, I pretty much primarily used that. I added a few things at the end in here, this facilities tab. Guest facilities or bins, benches, and securities where I got this. And I got these. The lights are all in construction. I grabbed where is it? Guest facilities, and then up here in finance, it's where you get the donation box, but the ATM. So this is going to be a little bathroom thing. They can check out, throw away their trash, sit, enjoy the vibes. Got some hanging plants, got some lights. It's not perfect. I'm going to add more, but it's what I wanted. I really am enjoying the vibes so far. Again, it's not done. I want to add a little bit of water, some more plants, some fog. I'm really going to be going for like a mystical plant vibe is what I'm going to try to do. And yeah. So one thing I'm going to note here before we move on to the next little bit, I'm going to go take a break and play something else because I've been working on just this for a little bit. But here is the conservation board, and you can add things, lots and lots of things. So let's add traditional medicine. Summary. You can read about it if you would like. And there we go. It's basically a way to educate guests and things like that on their bathroom trip. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really kind of cute. That. So we just need to edit. Click on it. X. X keeps it in place, and we just scooch it a little bit. A little bit like that. Much better. There we go. It's all fixed. We exit the group. And it's done. We're good. So if for whatever reason, oh yeah, and I did add a security camera because people will vandalize. They'll kick these over, they'll steal purses, they'll break benches, all sorts of stuff. So if you need to grab it, you just click on it and then it grabs that particular building. And another thing about the toilet blocks is you could actually charge people to go to the bathroom if you want. Synchronized prices, use the same prices for all facilities of this type, all over the zoo. You can call the caretaker to it specifically, but we don't have one just yet. Cleanliness, all of that. If you want to do income, you can, though why would you want to do that? You can add it to a work zone, which we haven't covered yet. Routine visits. And then you also are able to control if it's open or closed. So yeah. Okay, so basically the plan. Let me just tell you my plan real quick for this. I'm going to utilize the new Twilight pack and also the other pack, the conservation pack, and whatever came before that because I haven't played with those the most. So I'm gonna have this right here be a walkthrough for the bats. Ideally, I want people to go through the bats to get to the rest of the zoo. I will have a side path, which is probably going to be some shops, stuff like that. Just last minute buy and grabs and whatnot. I'm probably going to have over here be the workers' hub, but I also want to be bougie and build my own. So, yeah. However, I'm likely not going to have enough money to do that right now, so I will just plop it down like most people will And that's going to be the next part. So you go to the next little, when I say part, I mean the next segment. So yeah, this might be a little bit of a longer episode. Sorry. Anyway. Yep. Doop boop. Alrighty, and we're back. Okay. So after that, most likely long montage of this, which I am still so happy about. It's the next morning for me, so I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, I have a lot more to do to it. But yeah, so we only have a little bit of money left, and I do want to do other things, so we're just going to do the easy way. Okay? So all I have done is plan out with these normal paths, which are what the guests are going to use, kind of my layout a little bit. Staff paths are important. That's what this is right here. This only allows staff to walk on it. Guests will not cross this little line right here. That's important. I use this to keep guests away from the negative facility buildings. Speaking of, let's put those down first. So we're going to go over to staff facilities, and essentially I'm just going to pick a few because I do want to customize my own. And yeah, so we're just going to go with the basic here. So we're going to get a large hut. I do want to make this a little nicer eventually. Again, all I'm doing is just grabbing a few. So if you want to, you can even just do keeper hut. Quarantine is important. So the keeper hut is where they make the food, where they get the food and things like that for the animals. And then I'm going to grab a staff room. Now you can get a small or a large. I think I will get a small. If they're large, more people can take a break at once. So you're either going to want a lot of the small ones, or you're going to want one large one. But for now, I'll start with a small. Now the research center, it allows you to unlock new things for your zoo. Now let's hit that H. Look at negative impact, see how we're still good. I'm gonna hide some of this. And then what we're gonna do is we will do the, so the research center, research center allows you to research other animals and different diseases and things. The workshop allows you to unlock new, better things like the, oh gosh, like the boat rides and stuff like that. That's what it allows you to unlock. Now, so we've got one of all these. We need the trade center. We need a vet surgery and a quarantine. So you don't get as much choice with these. And I need a little bit of a bigger path, so let's get that going. Can I just make it go through the trees? I can! Aha! I like those trees, so I'm going to keep them. Now, the further everything is away from your habitats, the longer it'll take them to get there. But I'm not really worried about that right now, because again, all of this is temporary for me. You can always move these. It's not a big deal. We're going to get the quarantine now. Now, the quarantine building is very important, and I didn't realize how important it was when I first started playing. But not every animal you get coming to the zoo, whether that's through cash or conservation credits, whether that's through the game or another player, they're not always going to be healthy. So, and you don't want that disease spreading to the rest of your animals. So, you're always going to want to put them in the quarantine after they arrive. So, last but not least, we're going to grab this. Okay. Now that might be a little... Nope, it's not. We're good. Okay. So, in all actuality, we're gonna move that to be right there for a second. I'm gonna move this to be a little closer, because a lot of the times they're actually very healthy animals. But if they're not healthy, that's when they go to the surgery. So, this is kind of our little village over here. What you can also do is put a bathroom in, and you can set it to just be for staff. That might be a good idea. But for right now, they can all share the one bathroom. This is going to be a very small zoo. It's fine. So as you can see, it looks horrible, but that's okay. I need to figure out what I want to do with it. Again, you can customize as much as you want. I mean, look at that. I'm pretty happy with it, even though it's not anywhere near done. And also, I think my favorite feature, now that I'm looking at it this morning, is absolutely putting these little hanging things. It's not perfect. I am not the best builder in this game, for damn sure. But yeah. And of course, there's blueprints. You can go with all these, and you can download a lot of different things as well. Like, see a whole habitat for an aquatic habitat. Do you see how, like, big that is? You can just download it and see what they've done, but I like building my own. I think it's fun. You can get a little collection thing. I might use a few of these, actually. That's kind of pretty. I don't really look in this that often, so I might be doing that. But, yeah. So hopefully y'all are with me so far. So now let's put down, very quickly, our another facility. What we're going to do is we're going to put down the... I'm sorry, we're going to an animal exhibit. We're going through this walkthrough exhibit. It is for the... it's for the bats right now. So I put that down. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to decorate this. In fact, I don't exactly have a ton of time to decorate it right now. Because I just want to get this video, like, out. So, this is what we're going to do. In fact, I think what we'll do is something like this. And then we can kind of do a side path. Again, it's not perfect. I'm not perfect, so there's that. But this is good enough for the bats right now. Maybe. No idea exactly how this works, to be perfectly honest with you. Huh. How? Wonder exactly how that works now, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, huh. I'll have to do a little bit of research. In how this works, because I thought that was just specifically for bats, but it could be for other things as well, so now I'm kind of curious. So yeah, just give me a little bit to maybe next episode I'll have that figured out. So let's keep going. Because obviously we're gonna need a few things for the people. I'm out of money, actually. That's a problem. Okay, actually, guess what? That's being deleted. We will put that down later. My money's already gone, which actually was probably a lot of these. If you use just the basic 1,000 versus 1,380. That adds up, especially with the larger buildings. 4,000 versus the 10,000. 9,000, 10,000. Yeah, so I mean, it just all adds up. So basically, what I'm going to do is we're going to put down a very, very, very basic thing. And we're going to put down for the foxes. Okay. So you go to barriers. We're just going to make a very quick little thing right here so we can start generating some money. Now, I know I want foxes. Okay. I can already get some animal trading right now. And before we do that, actually, let's go to zoo. We're going to go to staff. We absolutely have to have a keeper. They're the ones who are going to take care of the animal. We need a veterinarian. Caretakers are nice because they sweep up the zoo. Mechanics are also needed because they keep the maintenance on the machines and everything else. Veterinarians do research, and they also keep the animals okay. They check on them to make sure they're healthy. Educators are something that comes a little later. Don't worry about that right now. Security, optional at this point because at the beginning you're going to have low crime rates. So maybe a little later. Vendors, we will get some, maybe. But we can do bare bones with that. Just those two right now. So that being said, I know I want foxes, okay? And I got foxes with the Twilight pack. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to find just the red fox. See, there's a fennec fox. Aren't they so freaking cute? Now this up here, this encyclopedia is going to be your best friend. Absolutely your best friend. I have a lot of animals because I have all the packs because I love this game. And Tiger, if you just get into it just a little bit, you'll love it too. It does take a little bit to set up, especially if you go all bougie like me. But yes, see here, red fox. So the important thing to note on this, other than wanting to like, maybe you might want to read, it's just fun information. Least concern. So what that means is that they are not endangered animals. And so when you go to release them to the wild, you're not going to get a lot of conservation credits. These little things down here. You can get plenty of different ways of earning them. We'll get into that in a little bit. I would argue this is probably one of the most important pages. So, natural habitat, it tells you kind of their continents, tells you their regions. The only reason that this is kind of important is when you go to do the nature in their habitat, you want to get plants and rocks and flora from these continents, these regions, and these biomes. Because otherwise it'll say, hey, this isn't right for their climate. And it just makes them a little stressed out and stuff. So you can say how many adults you want. So let's just say I'll go with maybe 5, right? 410 and then juveniles. 410 meters squared is what they need. They do not have a climbing requirement. They don't have a water requirement, and they don't have a deep water requirement, okay? This is their temperature requirement. Temperature's down here. I don't know if there's a way to change it to Fahrenheit. I've never tried that because honestly, don't really need it. And then this right here is the boundary requirement. They're grade 2. Alright. Now you can research them from right here, or you can grab some from the market. And let's go on ahead and do that actually. Oh boy, people have been breeding them like crazy. So these here require conservation credits. Look at this one. I'm not spending 4,800 on a black fox. Now this guy's 500. His immunity is horrible. But he's got pretty decent of that. And it's a male. So you know what? I just want to know what the black fox looks like. So we just bought him. You won't have enough conservation credits to do that right now. That's okay. As you play, you'll get them. So we sent him to the Animal Trade Center, first and foremost. I have a lot of stored animals from all the different zoos that I have. If it says the animal can't be released to the wild, don't worry about it. It just means that you bought them with cash, which means that they can't be released to the wild, but their babies can, if that makes sense. So we had a male, now we need a female. Expensive, expensive. I'm not wasting all of my conservation credits on that. Or that. That one, however, so the longevity is not good, their fertility is good, immunity is really good. 200, okay. You can find these animals for cash. I don't know why I'm not right now. So we have at least one male, one female. But some animals on this species data page, group size, excluding juveniles, male bachelor group, female bachelor group, so 1 to 14, up to 13 males, up to 13 females. So foxes can really have a lot of different animals, which is nice. So let's go back to the market. Let's try to grab a few more. Oh, see, here's one for money. But their genetics aren't going to be as good, but that's okay. Holy crap, look at that one. So pretty. Okay, so let's just get a little bit more. Oh, that's horrible. You're trying to sell it for 500. Nuh-uh. Fertility's not good. Not good. Horrid. Fertility is like the important thing for me. That one I will accept. So if you're wondering what this little thing is, okay, we'll start with those right now. Let's get to building this little pen for them. It's gonna be pretty bad. So we need at least 2. So you see resistance grade 2 on the chain link. It is climbable, it is not watertight, it is semi-transparent, which means that people can see through it. Dilapidation rate is low, which means that it doesn't break as easy. Oh, and the other thing I should note is here, it says it needs to be at least 10 feet high. So 10 feet. However, oh, they must have changed that. Okay. See how it's 2 meters? Let's just make that a bit taller. Okay, so then you just start plopping. And you can make it as dynamic, weird shape as you would like. And then it'll just stretch. So now, now we're gonna need a habitat gate so that our people can get in. And it will lock on to that. And so from here, this habitat should be ready to be grabbed. See, ready, and it'll give you cleanliness, barrier status. It's an empty habitat right now. Finances, maintenance, all of that. So then we're going to want to go into habitat again. Well, habitat now properly. We're going to type in red fox. Hit the enter, and it'll automatically filter through for everything that a red fox is going to need. So let's get him a few animal barrows. We'll do that. They like the scent markers. Sorry if you heard my phone there. These are some enrichment items, because you know they're basically like cats. They love this sort of thing. We are gonna get them just a little shelter over here. I normally like to do caves and things like that that are more situated for them. Now that's interesting that they can use the jetty platform. See how you can see all the tags in here? Let's go down to the R's. Oh, no they can't. So it filtered in on the fox. Because it says the Arctic fox can use it. Now what this is you put it on water and it floats. So this is more for water animals. Of course, you gotta give them the little pumpkin ball. So basically you go looking through and you find things that are on this list that they're gonna like. So I always get the water pipe because it's usually very clean. They don't have to worry about it. And it's always fresh water, but it is more expensive. You can also get water bowls, water troughs. And then we want... Oh, let's get the dog ball first and foremost. Oh, and then the food trays. I usually get the large one, and then that way they're not having to fight over it. They're not having to worry about it. Now, the only other thing we're really missing at this time is bedding. So we've got medium, large, extra large, but they're a fairly small creature. So you can either go with straw. See, it'll add it to the group. See, we're back in that group thing. And you just do that. Now, I can also just add it out here. And if I did that, right, and I exit the group, that's part of it as well. If I want to enter the group mode, I can just get rid of that because I don't want them sleeping without any cover. Because they have a shelter requirement. Their basic needs are all taken care of here. This is a pretty sad pen, trust me, I know. This is just me trying to get it, like, situated because I don't have a lot of money and I will utterly go crazy. So, we are at this time now good enough to play a little bit, except for one thing. I am going to add guest facilities. We do want a donation box for the fox. You can also add, like, educational devices for them, and we'll go into all that later in a future episode, because again, I don't have a lot of money. So now here's the fun thing, is we gotta get just a few things. So I'm gonna get the information center. I am just doing this because it is cheaper. And then we can do merchandise, we can do food stalls. But they also have vending machines, and I think I'm just gonna get a vending machine right now. This'll get them... Let's see here. Let's get the pip shot, because water. And then... They're gonna be complaining about this, trust me. They're not gonna like it. We're grabbing a random trash can, a random recycling bin. And yeah, at this point we are good to go now. So, what you're gonna do is we're going to the trade center, see we're low on cash, it's gonna tell us that. We're gonna open our animal storage, and we're gonna look for our foxes. So we're gonna click that one, that one. Where's the other one? I did get multiple, right? That one. We're going to send them to the zoo, and we're going to put them in quarantine. So now, if we click, they're not in there just yet, but look. The vet, or no, that is the vet. The vet is putting them in here. And yeah, so under quarantine. We don't have anybody just yet. God, this is That is a horrible looking pen. Let's just speed this up a little bit. It'll also let you know under here the zoo alerts. We also have challenges to earn money, which is nice. One person, so these two are good, see the check marks. Everybody's good to go, so we're going to click all that. We're going to hit move. You can also move them individually, have them be delivered. Now you don't have to worry about feeding and watering them. The keeper will do that for them. I don't have like work zones or anything set up just yet, but that's okay, mainly because this is completely temporary until I get some more money and figure out how the walkthrough exhibits work. But yeah. Hello! So now we gotta look at environment real quick. So these guys are pretty chill. They don't need a lot of coverage. Obviously, I'm going to give them a lot more when I get them in their proper pen, when I figure that out. But as of right now, they're happy. Terrain. Okay, so they need more soil, and they need less grass. Long grass, specifically. So you can tell this is long grass, this is short grass. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to terrain. We're going to grab some soil. And in real time, you can watch this be okay with them. So, it's horrible. Okay, see, look, but they're all happy now. They're just cats. And welcome to the camera view I never leave. Because... so cute! Look at that! It's so cute! So, they are gonna take care of themselves. Oh my god, you're pretty. Oh, wow. So now we have some people. Let's see here. If we go over to here, we haven't gotten any donations yet, but this is basically where we're going to get a lot of our money. They're going to be complaining, saying there's not going to be a lot to do here because I don't have a lot of funds. Now, every time you do put down one of these, you don't have to buy another vendor. You don't have to hire another vendor. But, yeah. So it's just telling me we're low on cash. Now, these guys are going to run around, do their thing. They are happy in this environment, in this pathetic cage right now. So next time, we'll kind of jump into this a little bit more. See here, we're already getting a pretty decent rating-ish. Like, they're pretty happy, except for hunger and thirst. But I do want to show you one thing, is you can, it's very trippy, but you can pan down and enter the little burrow. Sorry. And also, it looks like we can hook up a trail camera. It's already hooked up for guests to get on quote-unquote social media and see the animals down here. Now, I have not seen any use them yet. Oh, they're stressed. And why they're stressed is because they know they're being watched. There's nowhere for them to hide. That'll be a thing for another time. Oh, but VIP players, you can come over and you can watch them. They're other players. And if you say hello, we got 20 conservation credits. So you can say hello to so many different people and you'll get conservation credits. So yeah, that's roughly what you do. So Tiger, I hope this helped a little bit. I will be making more of these pretty dang quick. Hopefully I can get this out today, but I don't know if I can. So, yeah. Anyway, we're already making maybe a little bit more money. That would be nice, please. Yeah, see, we're going up. We have 237 people just to look at one exhibit. So, yeah. And then just wait until these guys mate, and then we'll have baby foxes, and it's so adorable. Look at them. You can also watch them, poop. So that's fun. God. Like, but look at. Ah, the fuzzies. The fuzzies. And then you just, please go, oh, I was thinking, please go in the burrow. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, the eyes of them are so good. I just found my, oh, that's interesting. Y'all can't see my photo mode. That's nice, though. Yep, that would be the thumbnail. That is... Oh my goodness. So the only other thing I want to note is that you can, or you could at one point... Oh wait, I think, yeah, you can rename the animals if you want by coming into here and highlighting. So you can look at animals, you can look at your finances, look at your staff. You can train your staff from here, but we just hired them. But you can send them for training, and they'll go into the next time they go into the staff room. Vet research, we're gonna have to start doing that. All of this. Oh, this is the workshop thing. Is that you can research all these different things. And since I played on other zoos, I need to start researching that like yesterday. Oh my. But since I have been playing other zoos, I've pretty much got all of these. These are just new packs that came out. And actually, I'm curious. I know I keep saying I need to end the episode. Okay, yeah, so the other animals that I've also researched come as well, I believe. I think. Oh, it's okay, yeah. So because the animals aren't in the zoo to research, I don't know about them just yet. But yeah, so we'll do all of this very soon. I can feel the obsession coming back. But anyway, guys, I hope this helped. I know it was a bit of a longer one. Hopefully I can cut it down and make it shorter. But there is a lot of setup to the game. It is so worth it. I just Tiger, it's worth it. It's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. So, yeah. I will see you guys hopefully in a part 2.